Listen, I'm not knocking anybody that's doing this, man. If you're out here, man, and you're creating AI models to lure in single men, lonely men, do what you got to do. But the other day, man, I was scrolling Instagram and I happened to run across an AI IG model, which is insane. It was fairly realistic. It almost got me, but I had to realize, I saw different angles. I'm like, yeah, this is fucked up. And then I peeped the bio. Obviously, it saw that it was fucking AI, right? That's the first thing you see. You see the bio. But I had to see it to believe it. I'm like, why the fuck does this have so many followers? And then I click the followers and I see it's a whole bunch of, classic, typical, incels, simps, incels. The comments are going crazy, full of damn mommy, sexy, hard eyes, a lot of weird shit that's going on in society. And celebrities, guys. And I was like, okay, typical, it's nothing I didn't expect. I already knew this was, happening. But began to wonder, damn, where are we headed next? Are men going to be replacing women with sex robots? And it's like, this shit actually might be real. And it might be bad for women. This is bad. Because if you got all these lonely men, obviously people are still going to fuck, right? People still want real human interaction. But, I'm not going to be doing no shit like that. I don't know about you. I hope you guys aren't. But, there are a lot of guys out there that are not getting action. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, how soon are we till we get these fucking robots living with these guys who are lonely, who don't have anything, who don't have any girls, or who just, they're addicted to porn and they just want to feel something good for the first time? How far are we from this point? It strikes me because, we're not too far off. We already have a bunch of AI integrated into society. We have these search engines, we have, EVs, we have a bunch of things with AI integrated inside of it. Fairly soon, don't expect when some shit comes out and you're like, I could buy this and put this in my house and it feels like a human. It's kind of weird. It's kind of some weird shit. And I hope you guys just stay away from that and stay away from me with that, right? Anybody who's thinking about that, like I don't roll like that. I don't need to. I never did. Never will have to. Right, man. Yeah, if you're still trying to get in relationships with girls, especially if they're on social media, I mean, you're cooked. The amount of simps that are out here, man. The amount of guys that are just out here, just wow, giving their self-respect up, just so a girl that doesn't care about them, or they don't even fucking know really, or she might not even be a real person, just to get a little bit of that attention. Possibility of thinking that person or AI model is gonna fucking see your ass is insane. Like a lot of guys are insane, man. This is the world we're living in. It's not gonna stop. I talk about some stuff like this on my channel, man. I'm probably gonna get away from it because if things come up, I will talk about simps and shit like that. I mean, it's obvious, but and we all have our days. Men naturally were simps. This is why we're in this predicament now. We almost had a female president, and you people would say, oh, what's wrong with a female president? There's nothing wrong with females doing other things like working and being supportive and being in supportive roles and stuff like that. But president is literally the highest position in the world. Like, do we not understand that? And the fact that, there's so many, I'm just going to say it one more time. There's too many fucking simps in the world, right? Too many. I'd say probably 85% of men are, right? We're doomed, man. If you're out here still, once again, if you're out here still looking for relationships with these girls, think again. Think again. They are most likely monetizing their looks, monetizing their sex, getting some sort of attention from guys, because these guys are down bad. They are desperate and horny, and they will do anything to get their rocks off. That's all I'm saying. Literally. Thousands of likes from incels, all men, on AI Instagram models. Where have we gotten as a society? And like I said, I'm not knocking the hustle, man. Do your thing. Honestly, I've done some experiments, and I did create an AI model about a few weeks ago. Just because when I heard about this, I'm like, yo, that could be kind of profitable. If I could find the right software and do the right things, hey, I might meet myself in a new business. But that just goes to show, man, please stop trying to date these girls seriously, man. I know you're probably thinking like, no, if all the guys, if they're incels and they go to, AI models and AI robots, AI sex robots, then that leaves, room for the real girls, for the real girls. Think again. Do you know that these girls are going to be competing for attention against these AI models? This is going to get really bad. And a lot of guys don't understand this. Once we get this like really rolling, this artificial intelligence really kicks in, A lot of girls are going to be competing against AI models and AI robots just for attention. And don't say I didn't tell you this. A lot of them are going to be competing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. They're not going to want to be lonely without guys hitting their phone or without guys liking their pictures. They're going to be going crazy. Whether it's getting even more sexual on social media platforms, whether it's tricking guys into monetizing them. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It's going to get worse. You give it up now, man. I'm not saying don't go ahead and talk to women and date and have fun, because I still do this shit, right? But I told you guys, I've been in a whole bunch of different situations. So I had the luxury of being able to do this shit. It's not going to hurt me. I've settled down before. I can settle down. I've been in long-ass relationships, and I've also been in all types of different short-term relationships that you can think of. I've done all of this before 30. A lot of guys can't even do this shit before 40, before 50. It's me giving them genuine advice to you guys, man. Be careful out here, man. Like, if you think you found a girl, man, just think twice. Think 3 times, actually. Think 3 fucking times before you dig in and you try to lock her the fuck down. Because it's not going to be good for your ass. And you must realize that a lot of men are disgraced and will pay for anything for sexual stimulation. I'm telling you, because men are not getting ass. They are not getting ass. They're scared to go talk to girls. Like, bro, it's crazy because I give you guys good advice. Maybe you listen to it, maybe you don't, right? I'm still a fairly new channel, and I understand. Hopefully I get to that point where I'm like, making a bigger impact. Maybe it happens. Who knows, right? I can't see the future. I don't know. But I'm still going to be consistent and try to push out good content as much as I can, right? But you got to get out these boring places where the girls are trash or there aren't any around. Obviously, you know what's real about these women. Hey, don't seek relationships with them. If you think that it's not worthy of, digging in and trying to pursue them, then that's fine. You do what you want to do, man. I just can't realistically see that. I can understand why you might feel like that because of certain things that are happening in your life. You may have health conditions, or maybe you're just not, sexually driven. But, any normal man, you want to get some ass. You want to go outside. You want to have some fun. I even want to lock down one girl. And like I said, I think the choice is yours, man. I think you do what you want to do. But don't lie to yourself, right? Don't lie to yourself. Don't say that, no, this isn't worth it. This is pointless. When deep down, you want it. Or you want to do something. Like, for example, I guarantee a lot of these incels or these guys that are in the comments, right, I'll stop saying incels because I feel like that's a fucked up word. I don't know why I'm even saying it anyway. I watched a few fucking videos. I got to stop watching videos. That's the one thing I got to stop doing. Sometimes I'll open up YouTube and a random ass video will pop up and I'm like, oh, what's this about? My curiosity kicks in. But, think about it, man. A lot of these guys, man, that are doing these things, deep down, they want sex. They want sex, but they're not getting it. So they go to AI IG models. They go to artificial intelligence. They go to paying for OnlyFans. And then they'll lie to themselves like, no, these girls ain't worth it. What are they doing on the side? Behind closed doors, they're wilding. They're paying for box. They're paying for escorts. They're doing all types of shit. So don't act like you don't want it. Just be honest about it. Like, be honest to yourself about it. And just enjoy the game, man. Enjoy life, man. It is what it is, man. It's rough. It's a rough world out here, man. I'm here to tell you, man. I feel for what a lot of guys are going through, man. A lot of guys are taking the easy way out. There are ways you don't have to take the easy way out. But, a lot of guys don't want to put in the work. And you don't even really have to put in that much work in this point. At this point, we've gotten so deep into this, man. You just need to figure out a few things. Just figure out a few things you can fix, whether it be, maybe it's your online image. Maybe it's that. Maybe you have to be honest with yourself. If you haven't posted or you haven't been consistent or you haven't built a brand or maybe you don't have a purpose. Like, what are you doing to make money? What's your career? What motivates you to wake up every day? And, of course, girls are going to like this stuff. Especially now. They don't want you to be focused on them. They don't want one guy to be overly focused on them. But I'm telling you, man, these AI models, man, these AI girlfriends and stuff like that, man, just getting out of control, man. It's crazy that I saw this, man. And there's a few more as well. Like, I heard there's a lot more AI models with hundreds of thousands, even some approaching the millions. I think they might be some with 1 million followers. That's fucking crazy, man. A lot of guys got to get their lives together. But we're in a point where I sort of understand, but I don't. And it's no excuse to be doing shit like that. And I will never get involved in that, like I said before. But that's just an eye-opener for you guys, man. I know you guys probably have seen that. If you guys have seen that before, tell me what you think, man, because that's crazy. But if you guys enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Jermaine. I'm out. Peace.